Okay, and we are indeed live. Welcome to Masculine Geek number 95. This is a Thanksgiving Eve special. I'm not sure how long we're going to roll here tonight. It may be a shorter broadcast, maybe a longer broadcast. We'll see. We're all tired. We've all had long weeks. It's been a long month. Fuck, it's been a long year. So, yeah, we're here. Wednesday, one of the best nights of the week. One of the best shows on the internet, Masculine Geek. So welcome. Long and densely packed, lots of quality information. It was definitely worth listening to. Do I even want to know what you're talking about, Mictobus? Long and densely packed? We'll leave that one alone.
Subtle innuendos follow.
Yeah, they're not really. No, they're not subtle at all. Oh shit! So how you doing, Rob? How you doing, James? What's up in your end of the world?
Go, James.
I'm getting ready for a date this weekend. Finally,
that's right. The Kegging Kitchen date, right?
It is at the Kegging Kitchen, and cool. the reschedule turned out fine. It's happening. It's happening. Nice. Everybody, put on your Ron Paul mask. It's happening.
Wow.
Did 2 takes of Clary's a chapter for Clary's book. We're taking things slow, making sure we get the tone down right, and making sure he's satisfied with everything, which is totally fine because I can do a myriad of voices and inflections, and
yes, you can.
And maybe it's not always time to go all out on that.
No.
Sometimes you got to be subtle and straightforward.
I disagree. It's you go whole hog. Okay, but that's me. James, you need to do the Barry White thing with this chick. You have the voice, you have the capability, you have the means. You got to be like doing the Barry White thing with her. You just listen to some Barry White and recite a few of his lines from some of his songs. She'll fucking love it.
I'm happy with that. I'm happy with. Listen, I will try anything once.
Just unleash your 4 testicles.
Oh shit. You're supersized.
It's actually, I don't have vocal cords. It's the sound of these things vibrating together. That's
it. It's your balls talking.
Something's vibrating.
That's right.
Nice. No, what are you drinking? What are you drinking, James?
This is Di Serrano.
Oh, straight up.
Yep.
Cool.
Neat.
Nice. I like it.
Either I drink it neat or I drink it in coffee.
And tonight is
it in coffee.
Night.
Exactly. I'll have the. That's right. You found it after Vince, as I've said in the chat before. Vince saved me throughout quarantine because I was going nuts with these bitches. In the house,
I was going nuts with these bitches. Could you do me a favor?
These bitches.
Say, all right, everyone, be quiet. Be quiet. Say that again.
I was going nuts with these bitches.
Okay, I'm going to pull that out, and that's going to be your ringtone. So anytime you text or call, it's because I was going nuts with these bitches.
I'm going to text you at all hours of the day.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That'd be funny as fuck.
About wing night, among other things.
There you go. What time is your what's the general time frame of your rendezvous?
I don't know. I'm thinking because I want to. Man, it was so nice when we were out there and there were fires going and everything was lit by the flames, and it was not too cold out, and because I don't have to worry about me. But women, have you ever noticed? You guys have noticed this surely. Women in the office or something like that will be like, I gotta put a coat on. It's only 70 degrees in here.
Yeah.
And
you're like, what is going on? Even the fat ones, especially the fat ones. And
it seems to be odd that happens, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's the fat ones, skinny ones, between ones.
It's not odd. Here's the explanation. Okay, I know the answer to the unspoken question here. Why is it that women have to put on a coat, a jacket, whatever, layer up, burrito in blankets when it's only 70 degrees? It's because any woman who says that is sitting on her ass in a cubicle. That's why. It's because they're sedentary or sedentary or however you want to pronounce it. It's because they're not moving around. Because where I have a very physically active job, like today, okay, I think the high today was maybe 45, something like that. I'm running around in my work shirt, which is short sleeved, and I got the AC on in the truck because it's fucking hot for me. Because I'm running around, pushing a tote around, picking up shit, shredding shit, rinse, repeat, all fucking day long. And well, the last few weeks, that's it. That's all I've been doing. Just, I want to go home, get done, get over it, get through it, all that shit. I walk into the office and of course it's fucking sweltering in there to me because outside it's 45 degrees and it's brisk. And I don't mind it at all because, hey, I'm not sweating my ass off. I walk in there and they're like, oh my God, it's cold. And it's like, bitch, it's fucking 70 degrees in here. I'm fucking dying. That's what I'm thinking. But they're like, throw on a couple more cats, whatever it is that they need, because all they're doing is sitting going, let me see if I can do it here and not fuck shit up too much. Let me move to a different
click
screen.
clack. Gonna click clack on your keyboard.
That's all they're doing all fucking day. That's all they do.
Too.
That and eating shit.
Yeah, they have like a snap, like a James Bond tool or something. They press a button and a tray comes out, a snack tray.
Always. Here's just as a side note. Here's something fun I noticed. God, what was it? Was it Tuesday? No, it was Monday. It's normally on my Wednesday, but we had to fuck all the routes up because of the holiday. Monday, I was at one of the clinics that I go to, and they got like 15, 20 bins in there amongst the whole building. So 3 floors, I'm running around doing my thing. And everywhere I go, there's a couple of hotties in there. I'll say that. There's a couple of hotties. Vince, you would approve. James would approve. The motherfuckers in the chat would approve. But then there's a whole bunch that were cows. That's all I'm going to say. They're just cows. And what was on their desks? Donuts, candy, sweets, sugar. And this is supposed to be your health officials, your people that we're here to make sure you're healthy because it's a clinic. This is where people go when, if it's not an emergency room type of thing, because you got stabbed or you got shot. This is where you go when I have an owie or I have a problem. I have something that, the free healthcare system needs to look at for me. I have an ingrown toenail, whatever it may be. And with the exception of the couple of hotties, you got the cows. And they are, every one of them, all of them, even the hotties, which they're not going to be hot for long. What were they all doing besides swaddling in blankets and in coats and pounding on keyboards? What were they doing, guys? What were they doing?
Grazing.
Thank you. That is the exact word I was looking for. They were fucking grazing. Yep. Every one of them was stuffing something in their mouths.
Not what they should be stuffing in their mouth.
Right, yeah. It's like cock would be better for you, but hey.
It's also the smartest thing to come. It's also the smartest thing to come out of their mouth too. So,
yes.
You look like.
Let's be honest. What was that, James?
I said you look like you need some protein.
That's right.
Right. They needed more protein, less sugar and carbs. But, this is the world we live in. And so you had the fat cows blanketing it up. I mean, most of them not only had blankets, coats, jackets, and all kinds of swaddling. They had, drum roll, please, floor heaters.
Yep.
Oh my God.
And then they wonder why, because if they have a desktop and they've got the tower underneath the cubicle, they're like, oh, why is my computer running slow? Because you got a fucking heater on it.
Well, there's that, but we didn't have to worry about that shit here because they've got those workstations where they're networked into some mainframe that's, in a room that's 32 degrees somewhere.
No,
they had no desktops. They had no towers. There's no towers in this particular building.
Well,
there's a mainframe that's living and breathing and doing just fine somewhere in the bowels of the building, and all they have is a screen and a keyboard and a mouse. That's all they got. So, chat holes. Hey guys, goddamn, you guys look good. You're chatting away. It's a good thing.
Got a bunch of them in there.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch.
Few.
Red Crusader, yeah. If I said you want to fuck my wiener, I'd have probably been written up and or fired. I'm not gonna do that.
Both.
I want the money. So, Bit, Carl, Red, Doc. Hey, Doc's here. Bacon was here earlier. I saw that. Competent man. Welcome, guys. Eat your turkey. Get your melatonin on. Get your fucking sleep coma on, because that's what time it is. Because I know that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm.
That's the question.
Competent man. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about a trucker strike. I mean, I haven't been paying attention to the news for quite some time, especially New Jersey news, because I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, there's nothing like that going on out here either.
Yeah, you could be right. Maybe there is. I think that's cool, but I would not know. Carl might know.
Yeah, I haven't. No, with whatever direction this election ultimately is going, and it looks like it's going the way it's going, it's business as usual in Salt Lake, other than, the governor became a pussy and decided to say state lockdown, everybody wear a mask. You can go ahead and go to work, but God damn it, you need to wear a mask statewide, not just countywide anymore. Statewide, got to wear a mask. Oh, and you can't hang around anybody except people you live with. Well, yeah, fuck that.
I heard the governor of New Mexico was closing down grocery stores for 2 weeks.
Oh, that would be awesome. Seriously, that would be awesome. It's like, yeah, let's see how that works out.
Yeah. How about you're going to wind up you're getting your ass shot? That's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
It's so, fuck. I don't know. I'm not going to go off on a tangent about COVID.
Like the bit said, like the bit said, I you know what? I don't even want to talk about the bug either. The bit said it. Just be thankful. There you go. We're here. We got the lights on. We got the power on. We got the internet on. We got food to eat, drinks to drink. Fuck.
Absolutely.
So, fuck it. Life is good.
Absolutely.
Indeed, it is. So let's speaking of chicks to fuck, let's get back to your rendezvous this weekend. So what's the plan?
I'm gonna meet her at the Keg and Kitchen, and from there we'll see what happens.
Okay.
I like going from one location to another. Usually, if I get dinner somewhere, it's like, all right, now let's go out to a bar.
Take her either to the poorhouse or head to the Kings Road Brewery in Haddonfield.
Okay.
Both of them are within very, very short driving distance of the Keg and Kitchen.
The other thing is, I might just get tired that day. I might just you know what? This is to relax. This is a fun time. And now it's time to go home.
There you go.
Which I normally don't like doing, because I prefer drawing things out and enjoying the night, enjoying the evening as it goes on,
Yeah.
But sometimes I might just say, meh.
Well, just to make
a high note and let her call me later.
There you go. Just to let you know and give you a heads up, not far from the Kings Road Brewery in Haddonfield, there is a bed and breakfast.
Ooh.
I'll send you the link.
Excellent.
If you want to make that like a little sort of home base for your second or third, if you catch my drift.
Do you want to get breakfast?
There you go.
Now we're fucking
see that shit is part of the room cost. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now we're fucking talking.
And it used to be both a hospital and a mental health facility. So it is reputed to be. It is reputed to be haunted.
Oh, chicks love ghost stories.
Yes,
Oh,
they
Chicks
do.
yeah,
love ghost
dude.
stories. Holy shit.
Absolutely.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah,
I'll,
ghost
I'll
touched
send you
my
the.
boob one time, and
I will. I'll send you the link to it, and I'll give you the history rundown.
Excellent, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know I am not familiar with that area,
I
as
am
you
intimately
know.
familiar with it. Yes,
And holy shit, that's
for a variety of reasons. Yep. Yeah. Take her to bed and breakfast. See. Oh. Yep. And
beautiful
there's-
question to ask somebody at 10 p.m. You want breakfast?
How do you take your breakfast? What's your pleasure? There you go.
Also known as strike while the iron is hot.
Yep.
That's my take on it.
A bit of a mode 1 approach there,
Absolutely.
and I'm all for that. I don't like fucking around when I know what I want
Yep.
or the woman that I want.
Yep.
So, yep, indeed.
Now, what do you two have going on insofar as your girls?
Well, nothing girl-wise over Thanksgiving. I'm actually going to be by myself this Thanksgiving, that's contrived. I'm not cooking anything. I've had numerous offers. No one's coming over to cook anything. I'm not cooking anything. I'm not going anywhere. I am staying in and ignoring everybody. In fact, all I'm having for meal is a Wawa gobbler. And we discussed this. That is the turkey, the gravy, mashed potatoes and stuffing on a hoagie roll. There you go. That's my Thanksgiving meal. And my bottle of wine.
Nice.
Yep.
Me, I'm Teriyaki and I are getting together later tonight after the show. We're having antelope steak. Fuck the turkey. We're going for the wild game. And it's probably going to be a drunken debauchery weekend. And I'm going pretty much offline. It's like, fuck it. I don't want to be on Twitter. I don't want to be doing any kind of shit. I mean, I still got my show with Jack on Friday, but beyond that, nothing.
Sometimes you got to do that. That's why I'm taking this tomorrow off. I'm not doing shit.
It's that self-care day I keep hearing about.
Yep.
I'm not going to use that term, but you could.
But it works.
Yeah, it works.
It's the general idea that it's. Yep. I'm not gonna be online. I'm doing my thing. I'm unplugging from the internet. It's like, fuck it. I'm over everything at this point. I'm over it all. Fuck it.
I need a day to meditate, contemplate, and I really need to get moving on the 3rd chapter to Laser Dicks.
There you go.
It's called A Sinister Plot. I already know how it's going to go. Although once you start writing, sometimes things take tangents, and that's fine. I'm totally fine with that. But I'm going to settle in with my wine and my turkey gobbler. I'm going to light the fireplace, and I'm going to do some serious ass fucking writing.
Nice. See, and I'm going to fucking edit videos, man. I've been learning DaVinci Resolve put out number 17, and it's a major update compared to 16. They added a bunch of shit. They made shit a lot more simplified in a lot of ways for dumbasses like me. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. So there we have it.
Danielle Savoy says, how do you take your breakfast? You mean, how do I make it for you?
Yes, that is correct.
Hey, what do you know? We're on Twitch, apparently.
We are on Twitch.
Nice.
Well, I just let them all run Periscope, Twitch, and YouTube.
Well, I'm not seeing the comment showing up in Periscope. I'm just seeing it showing up on Twitch.
Probably it says Periscope didn't get your comment. It was probably filtered. Periscope filters anything that looks like spam.
Oh,
fucking gay.
That's the Twitter.
Yep.
Doc, if you want to learn a better video editing system, there's 2 that I play with. I'm just now getting into Resolve because it's 100% free. Yes, there is a paid version that'll run you, I think it's $300, where I'm like, holy fuck. That's way more than I want to pay. Okay, way more. But the free version is only missing a couple of minor things. And I say they are minor. They're actually kind of major, but only if you're like seriously wanting to make a major motion picture. Okay. For YouTube videos and the shit that you and I do, the free version of Resolve is more than capable of what you will ever need. Resolve can do some amazing things, as I'm learning. It also can complicate the hell out of it. If you want something easy, something very intuitive, something where you click a couple of buttons, you make a couple of edits, you make a cut here, you make a fade there, I highly recommend Filmora. The latest edition is Filmora 10. It is phenomenal. That's what most of my videos have been done on, at least in the last year, is Filmora. Filmora is not free. It's going to run you $60, 50 or 60. It's worth the $50 or $60 to buy it. I mean, they have a trial edition. You can try it out. But it's worth the money because after that, it's free upgrades for life. And Filmora 10, it's a little buggy right now because they added a whole bunch of stuff to Filmora. And I've had mine crash on me a handful of times because I'm doing some fairly complex edits in it. And apparently the fucking program couldn't handle it, which is what irritates me. But supposedly it's fixed. I don't know. I cannot confirm or deny that yet because, again, I'm playing more in Resolve right now because Resolve is great if you want granular control, which is kind of what I want. But if you're wanting something that will save you a fuck ton of time, it's going to look amazing. It's going to work out well. And it's going to be something where you're not going to be spending 3 hours editing a video until you've learned it. Filmora, in my opinion, is the way to go. So there's my take. Filmora is great for if you want simple. We're not talking, rudimentary Windows Movie Maker simple here, which is what I started with back in 2018. We're talking a little more complicated, a little more, you've got a lot more ability to do different things, but you want it to be easy where you can crank something out in like under an hour, depending again on how complex you want to go. Filmora is the way to go because most of my videos are in Filmora and I can crank out a video and throw in, my intro, throw out my outro, throw some text, a bunch of other shit in there, and I can crank it out in under 20 minutes. And that's after recording it, all that stuff. And I still love it for that, but DaVinci gives you a little more granular control, which is what I like, but that's me. So try it out. Filmora will cost you money if you want to continue using it, where DaVinci won't cost you a cent and it will do more than you ever needed it to do. But it's more complex. There's a higher learning curve to DaVinci. That's what I've learned.
Cool.
So there's your video editing lesson for the day, kids.
I like it. And you get it all here free.
That's right. Free. Nick, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Nick. We got 20 people watching. Make sure you hit that fucking like button. Rob, give them the spiel.
Guys, hit the like, hit the subscribe, do all the stuff, share, do the thing. You know what you need to do. But yeah, definitely hit the like button, guys. It's free. It's easy. If you can't hit the like button, how fucking lazy are you really?
Seriously, leave a goddamn comment.
Yeah, leave a comment, not only in the live chat, but, for the replay, leave a comment. I know Vince tends to check it and he'll get back to you, that type of thing. So.
Yeah, Rob doesn't give a shit about you guys.
No, I really don't.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
No.
He cares about you in the chat, but not on the comments.
No, I ain't got time for that shit.
I'll check the comments.
There you go. So, and that's, it's funny because I see, like Carl asked Red Crusader, what do you think of Video Shop? I've never heard of it. I imagine it might be pretty good. It reminds me, like, here's a good example, guys. I'm going to go off on another tangent for a second.
Cool.
Or I'm going to be brief, as the illustrious TJ would say. I'll be brief.
Right.
This is more about the audio side of things, but I think it applies to the video side of things as well. Okay. You can go out and get Audacity to do your audio on. Okay. And Audacity is 100% free. And it is amazing. Except it's not. Okay. I used to use Audacity, and the things it was capable of were amazing, but it was also a big time consumer to get it to do the things I wanted it to do. Then I heard from another channel that I follow about Reaper, which is also a digital audio workstation.
Thanks, Big.
And it goes way better than Audacity. And yes, Reaper is not free. Reaper will run you about 50, 60 bucks. Okay. But with Reaper, I have a lot more control. I have a lot more ability to do a lot more things. And what I've learned for me, here's the thing, guys. We all have our choices in video or audio editing, if that's your thing, whatever it is, as a content creator. My biggest thing is, can I crank out what I want in the least amount of time possible? Okay. And so if I have to pay to crank it out as quickly as possible and as easily as possible, then it is worth the money. Okay. With Audacity being free, I would spend an hour fucking around with my audio. In Reaper, when I choose to use it, I can do the same things I was doing Audacity and more, and I could do it in like 10 minutes. Okay. That is worth 50 bucks, 60 bucks a year type of thing, or for a license. Okay. So you have to decide, that's one of the things that whether we get into video or audio editing, whether you get into why would I want to pay for something when it's free elsewhere? Okay. My own opinion is, there's a lot of shit out there that you can go and research it or whatever and do it absolutely free. And if that's your thing, if you have more time than money, then by all means, go out and spend the time, and you can find anything and everything you want absolutely free. Me, I got shit to do. I got a life. I got shit I got to handle. I want to get shit done. And so for me, spending some money. Now, I'm not going to spend 20 bucks a month on Adobe Premiere or Adobe Audition. It's like, those I've heard are phenomenal, but not for $20+ a month. It's like, no, I don't need it that fucking bad. And so I don't pay a monthly subscription. But if they're offering me a license where it's like a one and done, hey, all upgrades in the future are for free. Hey, you know what? 50, 60 bucks, not a problem. If that's going to save me hours down the road, it's worth the money. So there you go, guys. Do with that information what you will.
I like it. It's worth it to spend little money for less headaches later.
Everything, and I've written and I've done videos about this in the past. Everything comes down to time. Okay, it's the one commodity that you can never get back. You can never get back your time. You know, I before I realized to me that there is no God, I used to, you know, that was one of the things I used to beg and pray for was more time. Give me more time. I want my time back. And all I got was silence. And for a while, I got a laugh. I thought, yeah, whatever. Okay, guys, you will never get your time back. So whatever you choose to do, invest your time wisely or blow it however you want. It's your life. Do what the fuck you want. Okay. But ultimately, what it comes down to is you can make more money. You can get another job. You can, you know, start a new business. You can get, hell, you can get a new wife. You can start a new family. You can have more kids, whatever it is, if that's your goal. But at the end of the day, the one commodity that you'll never get back is your time. Okay. So I know for me, I can't speak for Vince. I can't speak for like Nick, other guys in the chat. I can't speak for anyone but me. But my most precious commodity is my time. What am I spending my time on? Because I can never get it back. So for me to throw $50, $60, even $100 at something, it's like I can make more money. You know, I can go to my job and say, hey, do you need help on the day, one of my days off? And they always need fucking help. So they'll put my ass to work and I'll make more money. Or I can get a second job, you know, a part-time gig or something. Or I can do, you know, the side hustle. Let's use some buzzwords here, you know. There's all kinds of things I can do to make more money. I can go back to reading fucking tarot cards. And that was easy money.
Did you ever miss that?
I miss the money. That's it. That's all I miss. I don't miss the bullshit. Okay. There you go. You're correct, Nick. It is. My fucking superpower is going off into rabbit holes.
And day drinking.
That too. Well, I'm good at that.
Yes.
Okay. I excel at that. That's right. Because sometimes I start at 4 a.m. Why? Because Teriyaki had to go to work. And so I get up and, okay, see you later, babe. Have a good one.
I remember you were either talking about that or you posted about that. That was pretty funny.
I think
maybe
I
both
about it. Probably both.
Yeah.
Well, you know, she's on a weird schedule because of her job. She doesn't have like a set day and a set time because that's just the industry she's in. And so her schedule's always kind of goofy. But there's 2 or 3 days of the week that when she's on the job, they have her going in at like 4 in the fucking morning. And so either she's waking up and leaving my place to go to work, or I'm leaving her place. And if I'm leaving her place, you know, I'm leaving like at 3:30 in the fucking morning. And it's usually like on the weekend for me where my schedule is set. You know, I have set days off. I have a set time that I go in and that it literally never deviates. Okay. So for me, you know, like as an example, let's say, I don't know, Saturday, that'll be a fun day. That's a day that Teriyaki typically works and she's got to go in like at 4:00 in the morning. Well, we'll wake our happy asses up like at 3:15 or something like that. It's an ungodly hour. And she gets ready for work. I get up, I get dressed, and then she goes to work and I go the fuck home. Well, it's like a 10-minute drive is all it is because I like to keep my women close. I don't want to drive a fucking hour. Fuck that. Okay, so like 10, 15 minutes, but I'm driving home, and by the time I get home, I'm wide awake. And it's like, well, it's Saturday. It's 4:00 in the morning. You're up. Yeah, might as well get some work done. And so I'll do a video. I'll write a blog post, whatever it is. And, you know, and I'll do that shit till 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. And then I'll take like a 2-3 hour nap and then, you know, get back up and do something else.
That's
taking advantage of the
pulling Aaron.
No,
he is pulling an Aaron.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, but that's kind of what I do, you know. And unless it's my work schedule, unless it's okay, if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, yeah, your ass is coming here. I'll get up quick enough to see you off, and then I'm going back to bed for a couple hours before I got to go to work. That's just how it is for me, because I'm old and I'm cranky and I need as much sleep as I can get.
Yeah.
So,
What's a typical work day for you as far as getting up in the morning? Are you like 5?
yeah, I get up about 5:30, get to work about a little bit after 6, hang out for a bit, and then probably about 6:45 go out and pre-trip the truck, make sure that it, the fucker's running and that everything is as it should be. And then about, I want to say it's probably about a little bit after 7, take the truck over to fuel it up, get something to eat, something to drink for the morning. And then from there, it's go to your first job, which I'm usually there by about 8 o'clock. If I'm a little early, some of the jobs I got to wait for a little bit, like 10 minutes or so. And then from about 8 o'clock on, it's assholes and elbows. And that goes for me. I've trained and conditioned myself where I will just work until I am done. And that's when I'll take my breaks, take my lunch, which is, 2 paid breaks, unpaid lunch. It's an hour of time where I'll sit on my ass and, I might eat. I might fuck around in the truck, whatever, get on Twitter and talk to you assholes. And then ideally, when my lunch breaks are over, call base and they'll say, yep, bring it on back. Otherwise, if it's not ideal, then I usually go and do somebody else's fucking work. But if it's a good day, it's like, oh, okay, I don't have to cover anyone else's shit because they're jacking off and dragging their ass. Then I get to go back to the shop. I fucking dump the truck and then fucking park it, do a post trip, route my next couple of days of work so that I know what order I want to do it in. And then I go the fuck home. That's roughly in a very high level overview. That's my day at work. So
cool. I like it.
Yeah, it works.
Absolutely. How about you, James? You an early riser, or you just go in whenever?
Well, I have I'm not a morning person.
Neither am I.
I have the wrong job for that.
I think we all do.
Past 9 years, my day job, I did this throughout high school, was being a groundskeeper. Basically a glorified landscaper, but I get to, I'm not some simple-minded landscaper. I'm the groundskeeper. It has an air of authority to it.
Yeah, it's a title.
Exactly. Here is my hat/crown. But yeah, and that's an early job. Obviously, you got to get out there. You got to cut the greens before the golfers can get on there. But I have an arrangement, and I've been able to keep this arrangement despite the fact that my bosses effectively have switched, because one of them got fired, unfortunately. And new company is now in charge of the grounds, but they kept everybody who was on the team, on the crew originally. And I have this agreement standing where it's like I come in on the days that I say that I'm going to come in, and I usually leave about halfway through the day. But it might be earlier, it might be later. It depends on whether or not I feel like it. I've been able to establish that just because I've been there so long as a day job. It's like, yeah, I know everything on this course. I'm now the person who has been there the longest. Now, there are people who were there long before me who have come back. Like somebody who last worked there like 25 years ago. And it's like, all right, well, I'm cheap, but you can't afford me part-time, or you can't afford me full-time, so I'm going to come in part-time, and the rest of the time I'm going to go home, get design work done. I have a unreadable, not this one, it's on the other wall, and it's fucking huge, a marker board of design docs that I have to decipher because I wrote it last night when I was drunk, and I can't read my handwriting normally. I can't read my handwriting normally. Now I'm going to have to decipher these cryptoglyphs that I've left behind on this wall about this design docs, considering, mass warfare. I'll get to work on Kickstarters. I'll get to work on on blog posts and stuff like that, and then I'll just stick around on Twitter. So it depends on the day. If I decide I'm not going in, I will wake up at 10. Unless I'm having a particularly productive day and I decide to wake up at 7. Other than that, I wake up at like 5.
So the other thing I'm getting here, the salient point that I'm getting here is that drunk James and sober James have a conflict. So I'm thinking when you get up in the morning and you look at your chicken scratch and go, what the fuck is that? That's when it's time for hair of the dog. But that's my opinion, because drunk Rob and sober Rob have a similar, similar conflict. And so I've realized it's just better to just hair of the dog. And then, yeah, that's what I was talking about, because I get back into that mindset, and it's like, I can decipher the hieroglyphs that I did.
Exactly. So, tactical drinking.
That's right. That's why day drinking for the win. It's like, well, I was drunk last night when I came up with this idea. In the morning, I'm like, fuck were you talking about? I don't get it.
But I know one way to find out.
Well, yeah, because any other way, there is no other way. There really is no other way. I've tried all kinds of things. I've tried hypnosis and meditation and cold showers and don't eat your fucking whatever and all that shit. And none of that shit ever works, because drunk Rob is in the background somewhere laughing, going, you know what the key is, you dumb asshole.
The only way out is through.
That's right. So it's like, well, hey, let me have a couple of these. And guess what? The key is in the lock. It turns the lock unlocks. And that's what I was saying. Okay, there we go. Now I can do this again. So yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
Masculine Geek endorses this message.
We do. We do, yes. And yeah, hair of the dog is basically just drinking more of the same to stave off the inevitable hangover.
Well, the best way to cure a hangover is don't get hungover, which either means don't get drunk, which, well, okay, if that's your thing.
Make sure you fucking hydrate while you're drinking, and that'll
there's that. Help. Oh God, here we go. We're gonna have our health lesson for the day, kids. But the other alternative is just stay drunk.
If you're gonna give your video lesson, I'm gonna give you a fucking health lesson, motherfucker.
All right,
yeah, you fucking son of a bitch. Yeah, if you're doing any kind of serious drinking, you want to have
Doc, drink vodka. You're sick of rum because it's too much spice and sugar. Drink vodka.
Drink vodka or gin.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to disagree with the gin. That's you might as well. As far
as the sugar is concerned, and you haven't had good gin.
There's
you want to try next time you're out here, or maybe I'll bring it out to you. It's called the Botanist, and it's
never even heard of it.
Been distilled 22 times, so it's quite smooth, and you can drink it neat and not get taste the
tree sap.
You're not gonna get pine sol in your mouth, Rob.
Oh God, thank God for that.
Yeah. Okay,
that's why I don't drink gin. Is because it's pine sol, it's tree sap. It's like fuck that shit. Yep. But where Doc was saying he can't do the rum anymore, and I get it, Doc. I'm the same way. That's why I can't do like whiskey and Coke or rum and Coke. It's just too fucking sweet. And so for me, I found if I'm going to do hard alcohol, if you're like, yeah, I'm not a beer guy for whatever reason, that's fine. Vodka. Okay. There's a whole bunch of things about vodka that I can sing the praises of. Number one, there's no smell. Okay. So if you had a drink or maybe two and you had to go somewhere and, someone with cherries on top of their car pulls you over, as long as you're not too fucked up, you could probably pass a sobriety test, a field test, because they're not going to smell it on you. Okay. Don't ask me how I know. Let's just leave it at that. There's no smell, where even gin leaves a smell. Vodka will go with anything. And I mean that. You can put it in your coffee. You can put it in your orange juice or your Coke or your whatever you want. Vodka is one of those drinks that, I can work with that. Where gin, rum, whiskey, bourbon, they're particular. They go really good with some things and not good with other things. Where vodka's like, I'm good straight. I'm good neat. I'm good on the rocks. I'm good with whatever you want to put it in. Okay. So, and vodka, if you get a decent vodka, now you don't need to go Grey Goose or Absolute. You don't need to go top shelf, even though I would recommend it, but don't go bottom of the barrel Popov or something like that, because that's just nasty shit there. But if it's been distilled enough, it's been purified, the impurities have been taken out, it's almost like drinking water. Okay.
Mhm.
There's very little flavor to it, very little taste, very little sting going down. That's one of the very few things that I will drink straight.
Yeah.
Most other shit, I got to mix it with something because I don't want that burn. I don't want that where you kind of do that shit because it's like, oh, fuck.
You're wincing and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, you got the bitter beer face, the grimace going on. That's why I don't drink a lot of hard alcohol. And so I've found that your better distilled, your better purified vodkas, which, i.e. top shelf, you can drink that and it's like, oh, well, that's not bad. And then when it kicks in, you're like, hey, that's some pretty good shit. Yeah.
Is that the voice of Drunk Rob?
It could be.
Yeah.
It might be. So Mick Tubis brought up a good one, Grey Goose and Red Bull. Dude, I would even say Absolute and Red Bull. Yeah. That's a good one. Okay. Again, you're not going to have a smell. It's not going to be on your breath. You're not going to be exuding it from your pores later. The hangovers are, if you get a hangover, which is usually dehydration. So Vince was correct on there. Dr. Vincent was right. Stay hydrated. But if you do get a hangover off of higher end vodka, it's usually a lot more mild compared to a lesser vodka. And now you 20-something-year-old assholes out there, you're like, hey, whatever, guy. And it's like, yeah, just wait till you hit about 30. And
for that metabolism to have a second delay.
Yeah, you'll figure it out, which is why I tend not to drink to excess too much anymore. You learn because you get those 2 or 3 day hangovers and you're like, fuck this. And you swear off booze. You're like, I'm never drinking again until 2 weeks later, and you drink again. And then you swear off it for another couple of weeks. And then you learn to pace yourself and you learn to do like Dr. Vincent said and fucking hydrate.
That's right.
And then at that point, then you're okay. Then you're like, I don't need to be the drinking champion of the world. I don't need to pound a fifth of vodka in 20 minutes. I can drink a fifth of vodka over 2 days. And you learn to pace yourself to the point where you don't have a hangover because, one, you never went to bed. You just stayed up and you just stayed buzzed. You just had that buzz. You found your limit where you're like, yep, 3 of these and I'm good. And then you nurse that third one until eternity. And then you get there, and all the young dumbasses are like, oh, look at you, you fucking pussy. And it's like, yeah, well, we'll see how you feel in the morning after you puke your guts up and you're all hungover and I'm still drinking.
Don't have to impress anybody.
That's right. That's the point. That's what you learn when you get into like your 30s and older. All the old fuckers in the chat know exactly what I'm talking about. They're like, yep, there's a seasoned veteran drinker right there. A guy that can fucking drink for 3 days straight. He never gets blasted. He never gets sick. He never gets hungover. He never gets arrested for DUI. He fucking figured it out. But what did you do? I drank for 3 days straight.
Yep. I mean, that's the beauty of staying buzzed is you are conscious enough and you have enough self-awareness that you're aware that you're buzzed.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like if a human being is in pain, animals don't have this. Some of the higher primates do, but most of them don't. If an animal is in pain, they will be in pain and they will have a pain response. But they are not aware that they were in pain. Humans have this psychological element where if you stab yourself or whatever it is that you
or
sprain
you
your ankle,
drink yourself to the point of being
You
sick. You're aware
drink
that
yourself to
I
the
went
point of
way
being
over
sick.
my limit.
And you are aware of one, you have the effect of your stomach and you can feel the pain and stuff, but you also have the mental feedback loop of, oh fuck, is probably as far as it gets, but it's just repeat for the next 24 hours. But if you're buzzed, you're like, I feel good, and your body feels good, and you tell yourself, I feel good, and that kind of mental loop goes on in the background while you're doing everything else. It's nice, isn't it?
It is. You know what? Bacon brought up a good point too. Another thing. Do not combine liquor and sugar. Do not mix your boozes. Okay? That not only will really fuck you up, but it will be like a geometric thing. So if you start off with whatever your favorite poison is, whether it's beer or wine or hard alcohol, whatever you start with, that's what you stay with. So like for me, I drink beer because I like beer. That's my thing. So I don't, because I've learned the hard way. I don't start with beer and then, hey, let's move over to vodka, and then, hey, let's move over to tequila, and then, hey, what is that? Give me that. Well, I don't care what it is. I'll drink it. You don't do that. You go, okay, I'm drinking beer. I got my buzz going on. I'm going to stay with beer. Or if it's I'm drinking vodka, then you drink your fucking vodka, or you drink your Di Serrano. You drink whatever the fuck it is. You drink your wine like Vince likes, okay? That's what you stay with. You might still get a hangover. Yeah, probably, if you're not hydrated. And if you're drinking to, I don't know, impress or to be like every now and then, not so much as I've gotten older, but when I was a bit younger, I would always have about once or twice a year, I would have an event that I would call, I'm going to tie one on. And that's where I would drink to the point of stupidity. Okay. To the point of blackout, to the point of puking, the spins, you name it. I was going to get fucked up, and I would do it. And then the next day I would wake up and fucking regret it, or the next 2 or 3 days, depending on how it went. It's been a while. It's probably been 5-6 years since I've done that. And so it's like, thank God I finally figured that one out. Tying one on, I don't need it. I don't want it. The price to pay is not worth the admission. It's not worth it. And so now it's just the buzz, but you stick with whatever it is you started with. So if you're a bourbon guy, stick with your bourbon. If you're a gin guy, do your gin. Don't get cute and, oh, hey, you know what? I've been drinking vodka, but now I'm going to switch to tequila. No, because you know what? Tequila fucking hates you. And it will definitely show up after you've had a couple of shots of vodka. And then you decide, I'm going to be cute and I'm going to drink the salt lime and do a shot of tequila. And the tequila goes, yeah, I'm going to fuck you over, dude. Ask me how I know. Just don't. Just stick with whatever you started with. So
it's like switching from beer to brandy.
Right.
While you're drinking.
No, don't.
Just sneak up and that thing will
sneak up my ass.
Stink up on you and hit you over the head.
Well, and Wintermute brought up a great point. He said tequila is never a good decision. Correct. If you guys ever are with me in real time, face to face, and you ever hear me go, hey, give me a shot of tequila,
I will tell you no.
Thank you. Because you know what? I like tequila. I do. Mm-hmm. I like tequila. Tequila does not like me.
That's right. It's not a mutual relationship.
No, it is completely exclusive. There is no love hate. It's just hate. And it's like, and if I start thinking tequila is a good idea, I probably need to go to bed, is probably what it is. It's like, dude, you need to go to bed. Let's go. Let's get you the fuck out of here, because if you're eyeballing tequila, there's a problem. We've hit red alert. We've hit DEFCON 1. It's a bad idea. And so typically I'd stay away from tequila now, because it's just a bad idea. Yes, McTubus, too many bad memories with tequila. Same here. You know, I've never understood anyone that actually genuinely likes tequila, because the taste of tequila to me is equivalent to drinking motor oil. It's got kind of the same consistency, the same, I guess, flavor of what motor oil would probably taste like. You know, unless
you have an inclination about, given that, you know, you could smell it.
Yeah, and there's the smell of it. There, to me, it's that sadomasochism. You know, I'm just a fucked up individual in that respect. That you smell it and you're like, "Ooh, that's fucking nasty." You taste it and it's like, "Ooh, that's fucking nasty," and then you drink it anyway. And it's like, what is wrong with you? And it's like, that's a good question, because I've never understood that about tequila. That, like I said, I'm usually in a very bad position when I'm deciding that, hey, let's do a shot of tequila. Why not? You know, because I don't like tequila in my other drinks, like in a margarita. I'm not saying margaritas are bad, but you can put vodka in a margarita, which technically isn't a margarita anymore. But there's other substitutes that are much better. But if guys, stick with whatever you're starting with. There's my, you know, the more you know lesson for the night. Whatever you start with, don't get cute, and don't drink drinks that have multiple alcohols, like a Long Island iced tea. Something that has, you know, well, the primary is vodka. Okay, that I like vodka. Vodka likes me. Oh, but it's also got, you know, triple sec, and it's got, you know, some tequila in there, and there's a little shot of brandy in there somewhere, and it's all mixed together. Okay, just guys, no, just no. Let the chicks drink it, and then someone other than you gets to hold their hair back later. Okay. Because that's what's going to happen. And if you're with the chick that she decides to drink Long Island iced teas, if you're not careful, you're the motherfucker who's going to be holding her hair back later. Okay. While you're drinking beer.
So I've gotten lucky. As I'm 23 now. I've never had a hangover.
Dude, when I was 23, I never had a hangover. Okay. When I was 23, I never had a hangover, and I didn't need water either. Okay.
When did it hit you?
Huh?
When did it hit you?
Oh, about 25, 26. Okay. Oh. When I was like 21 through about 25, dude, I could drink anything and everything. I could mix my boozes. I could drink till the cows came home. I could go and throw up and fucking continue drinking after I threw up.
Well, that's out of my system. Time to go back.
Right, dude. Well, as a good example, here's a little short story.
Oh, boy.
For my 21st birthday, so I had just turned 21. Bunch of my friends were like, dude, we're taking you out to drink. And it's like, okay, well, this is nothing new. I'd been doing it since I was probably like 16, but okay. So we go to a strip bar of all things. Let's go to the strip bar. All right. Never been to the strip bar. So, hey, that was kind of fun. Go to the strip bar, and you name it, I drank it. And of course, everything was on, you know, the other guys. I didn't have to pay a fucking dime. Okay. Cause it was my birthday. And so everybody wanted to get me fucked up. And I was fucked up. And I remember I'm staggering around, and I'm like, wow, I am really, really, really drunk. Wow. But I'm still standing. And I remember I went to the restroom, and of course, one of the few places in the world where the line for the men is longer than the women is the strip bar. So I'm standing there and I really got to piss because I've drank a whole bunch of shit. You know, did you have that? Yes. Did you have one of those? Yes. Whatever it was, they put it in front of me. I drank it. Okay. It didn't matter. Again, I'm 21 at the time. I'm standing there in line and I'm like, oh my God, I really got to piss. And it's like, fuck this. So I went outside, walked around the side of the building and pissed on the wall because I had to go that bad and I couldn't wait.
Listen, it's a practical decision.
Well,
it's not often that we have to wait for the bathroom.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, what place in the world is the line for the men longer than the women? It's in a strip club. Okay. Anywhere else, it's the other way around. So I couldn't wait. So I go outside. I walk around the side of the building, kind of look around, make sure I'm kind of in a quiet corner kind of thing, take a piss, get done doing that, and then realized, oh God, I'm going to throw up. And I did. I fucking puked. Okay. And I felt absolutely horrible the moment before I threw up. I felt horrible while I was throwing up. But as soon as I was all done puking it up, I was good. I was like,
all right, well, I'm back in the game. I guess I can go back to drinking.
And that's exactly what I did. Okay. Exactly what I did. I went back to drinking. I walked back in the bar. No one had even realized I'd walked out. No one missed me. Went back in, was like, what do you got? And kept going.
Mm-hmm.
And they took my sorry ass home, poured me into bed, and I thought, man, I'm going to be so fucked tomorrow. Woke up the next morning and it was absolutely fine. Just, I'm good. You know, it's like, what do you got? Okay. And
everything's processed.
Yeah. Everything was out of my system. No hangover, no headache, no dry mouth, no nothing. And then about 25. So from 16 to about 25, that was my life when it came to drinking. Whatever you got, I can drink it. I'll go puke it out, whatever, and I'm good. Okay. And wake up the next morning and be like, what you got? Then at 25, it all changed.
Oh.
Yep. Laid there in bed and was like, oh, I feel just fine. And then sat up and it hit me. And I was fucking hungover for like a day and a half. And as the years went on, the hangover got more severe and it lasted longer. By the time I was 30, I was like, dude, you got to do something here, man. You got to give something up here. You got to change your fucking game here because these fucking hangovers are not worth it. You know, one night of drinking, 4 hours of drinking, and you got 3 days where you feel like a piece of fucking ass. It ain't worth it. And that's when I learned, pace yourself. Figure out where's that fine line where, hey, I got the buzz going on. I'm good. I'm happy. I could probably go to jail for DUI, but I'm not throwing up. I'm not fucking getting the spins. And I'm not going to wake up all fucking miserable the next day or 2 or 3. And that's where probably about the time I was about 30, I figured that out, that it's like, okay. And even now, I know either guys that are out of control or guys that are young like you, because I can see you guys drink and you guys pound it. And it's like, I remember those days, and it's great. It's like, James, enjoy it because in a couple of years, it's all going to change.
Right.
And then you're going to come to me and you're going to go like, Rob. And I'm like, I already fucking told you. And you're going to be like, yeah, you did.
Most likely.
And then by 30, you'll figure it out.
Counting as many of these as I possibly can throughout the day. I go through like 5 of these in a given day.
Well,
I really like staying hydrated.
Well, and you know what? You're ahead of the curve then, James. You're ahead of the curve. Okay. Because that was something, water, what the fuck is that? That just fills up my stomach and fills up my bladder and gets in the way of booze. And so water was like, only pussies do water.
How would I be drinking water if I could have this lovely beer next?
Right. That was my mentality. It was, why would I drink a pint of water when I can drink another pint of beer? Okay. So
would you rather have a pound of feathers or would you have...
Yeah, or a pound of fucking metal, either way, it's a pound. Yeah, so, you're ahead of the curve, and I'll give you that. That keep doing that, dude, because as you get older, that will come back to like reward you kind of thing. So I'll say that right now. You're ahead of the curve, because when I was your age, water, well, that's what pussies drink.
Right.
You know, you don't drink, you know, if I have room in my stomach, I'd rather fill it with beer or fill it with vodka or whatever else. So that you're ahead of the game there. But you'll figure it out if you haven't already, that you find that level where 1 or 2 obviously gets you going, 3 or 4 kind of gets you there. And then after maybe 4 or 5, that's when you start getting into the red line or whatever. And everybody's different. I mean, I know some guys 4 or 5, I need 12. And it's like, yeah, but you're also 7 foot tall and weigh 300 pounds. So of course it takes more for you. Me, I'm a lightweight and I'm a cheap date. So, you know, for me, the magic number is 4. It's like, yeah, 4 of whatever, 4 shots of vodka, 4 beers, whatever. And then from that 4th one, pace it. After that, hey, I can drink all day and all night as long as I pace it. If I keep going at it like I'm trying to win a competition, then I'm fucked. And so I've learned, yeah, don't do that. So that's the thing. Why did everyone disappear? Well, James is peeing, speaking of booze. And Vincent just disappeared. Red Crusader, at 23, I remember having a migraine for an hour and that's it. Yep. At 23, that's about it. But you wait as you get older. So should we, you know, say that James and Vince are probably a couple of homos and, you know, they're doing the homo thing right now.
Your mom's a homo. Your mom's a homo.
Look at that. Vince finally came back. I knew I could draw him out of the closet.
I had something to take care of.
I get it.
James is using the pisser.
Mm-hmm. And while, you know, since you took a leave of absence for a minute there, I got to take one too.
There you go. Everybody's gone. They left me. All right. So what the fuck did I miss here? What's going on in the chat? Someone update me on my own broadcast. Fuck. Let's see. Vincent James, the big gay. Don't be jealous, Red. Don't be jealous. Look at the comments above. Something about a migraine. Did a man go super blackout drunk? Jesus. A drinking contest? Some Koreans? Rum, too much sugar. Yeah. Hey, Chris. Chris is in the chat. Finish what you started. That's right. Vodka. I'm not a huge vodka drinker, although I do like Purity vodka. Carl's back. The fuck did everybody go? They left me. All right. Yeah, he's back.
Oh, real
James
quick.
is-
Do have to take care of something real fast.
No, go ahead.
Did you take care of whatever needed to be taken care of?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yes.
Okay, good deal.
Thank you. Oh, shit. Too much rum and tin cup and a beer to start that night. Oh, shit. Queso had to take a dump. Oh, it's your
Well, this has been definitely the night of, you know, it's Thanksgiving Eve. I'm giving thanks for booze. It's like, well, goddamn, Rob, you're an alcoholic or something. It's like, believe it or not, guys, most of my drinking when I do it is actually on the shows. Whether I'm here or I'm with Nick or I'm doing something with Jack, I'm actually sober more often than not. Like, I don't drink on the job. I don't drink in the morning typically unless it's the weekend. And only then if I'm kind of bored. Otherwise, you know, there's times I'll go weeks without touching anything. And it's like, you know. So I just tend to spend most of my time drinking on shows. Why not? Because it's fun. So.
Cool. It's an opportunity to loosen up as well.
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
absolutely. You know, what is it? The alcohol is the great social lubricant. Yes.
Yes,
You want to
indeed.
have good game. Okay, here's a tip that nobody fucking talks about. Nobody talks about it. All the pickup guys and all the other gurus, nobody talks about this. You want to have good game and go score with the ladies, go have a couple of drinks. Seriously. Okay, I'm not saying go out and get shit-faced and get stupid and be a belligerent asshole. No. But you go and you have a drink, maybe two, you loosen up, you get out of your head because you got your buzz going on, and then whatever you say, hey, she likes it, great. If she doesn't, fuck it, it doesn't matter. That's the thing that a lot of guys overlook. I'm not saying you need to have booze all the time when you go out to meet women. In fact, I'd say you get to a point you don't need it, and so you don't drink. But at the same time, starting out, there's nothing wrong with a couple of drinks. That's why night game or bar game is so popular. So, plus, she's usually had a few drinks. So, what the hell?
There you go.
Yeah, if you're in a situation with, if you have an opportunity to drink,
Why not?
exactly. Why not?
Well, here's a fun one too. So here's something for all you guys in the chat and everyone else who watches this later. You hear about, everybody knows what, or at least the term Spanish fly. Okay. It's this magical fucking thing that, is supposed to get the women all hot and bothered and all that, which of course there is no such thing as a genuine Spanish fly. Nothing like that. Okay, so sorry guys, sorry to shit on your parade, but there's your truth. Here's the thing though, the closest thing to Spanish fly, it's a smell. Vince, James, do you know what it is? Take a guess. Guys in the chat, if you think you know what is one of the most erotic smells, what is it?
My ball sweat.
No, your ball sweat does not get the women excited as much as you think it does.
Oh, I
It might
differ there,
well,
sir.
it might get your women.
Cigar smoke.
No, that one's actually, you're not too far off though, James.
Oh, okay.
You're not far off, but that isn't it. That's like number 3 or 4.
I figured it would be something airy.
I'm waiting to see, Carl, no, it's not fucking money.
Why does it not surprise me that Carl said
money
that?
for its own sake?
So come on, guys. Anyone take a guess? I mean, at least Carl took a shot. Boom. Bacon got it.
Really?
It's the smell of beer.
Huh.
Yep. That is actually, there was a study done, and I wish I could remember the link to it and all that to give to you guys, but there was a study done on smells. And the smell of beer was number 1. Number 2
was beer on the beer itself or on your breath?
Both. But primarily on your breath. So beer or
That's
breath.
what I was going to say. Like the breath is really the vector that
it is.
Yeah.
But it is one of those things that they've tried to to do like some quantization on it to try to figure out why that is. And the closest they've ever gotten to I guess a legit scientific quote unquote answer is the fact that, you've got beer on your breath. She's probably had a drink of something or other, usually something fruity with an umbrella and lots of sugar. But it's the fact that her inhibitions are down, your inhibitions are down. She's finding you fine. You're not stepping on your dick and doing dumb shit. Or at least if you are, she doesn't care and neither do you. But beer is like the number 1, followed up by pumpkin, bread. The smell of baking bread for some reason turns women on. I don't know why.
I think it turns guys on too. I think that's that and bacon and bread.
Yeah, bacon's a good one. For guys in particular, yes, bacon's a good one. Why do you think that like bakeries will throw a little bit of cinnamon in their oven when they turn them on in the morning?
Yeah, it's very enticing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whether it's, obviously their intention isn't to get you horny, it's to get you to want to get hungry
You're
and buy
salivating
something.
and getting you hungry.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
Was it?
exactly.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Smell for a lot
I'm
of
having a
guys.
completely wrong reaction to this all the time.
But what it comes down to is a lot of guys in particular, since we're the quote unquote logical ones. Okay. And I'll argue that we're not even really that logical. We just like to say we are. We're definitely in our heads way more than women are. Okay. But one of the areas that, take some notes here, guys. If you want to really leave an impression with a woman, do not overlook the sense of smell. Okay. We all hear about, lift weights, get a haircut, put on clothes that fit. And yeah, you hear about it, that I'm of the opinion that it's like, wow, it's pretty sad that it has to be mentioned, but take a fucking shower and wash your balls, wash your pits, wash your feet, wash your ass. Okay. It's sad that that has to be mentioned, but a lot of guys can go, yeah. I washed my balls and my ass and all that shit. But
anyone who came in right at this moment got that soundbite.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. But the other part of it is not only do you not want to smell funky, you don't want to be repulsive, but what is the smell you do give off? Okay. I have colognes that I've got 3 or 4 that are my own personal favorites that I like them for me. Okay. I don't give a shit what other people think. I like them for me, but I also have a couple that my women have bought me. And do I really care for them? Sometimes they're all right. Sometimes, whatever. But they like them. And so I'll wear them around them. And I typically will pick a scent. And either I wear that one scent around all my women, or I will wear a scent for one woman and then wear another scent for another woman. And I always get comments, oh, God, you smell good. And it's like, oh, yeah. The beer breath thing, the smell of beer, the smell of cigars. I've not yet met a woman who was like, oh, man, I love the smell of cigarettes. Not met one, even ones that
pipe
smoke.
tobacco and cigars. Yeah.
Yep. But women that, even non-smoking women, which is primarily what I date. I typically don't date smokers. Okay. But the women that I've dated that have been non-smoking, they still love the smell of cigars. Okay. So when I've had a cigar, which I'm seriously thinking of having one now that I'm talking about it, they love coming into my home and smelling, they can tell when I've had a cigar because of course my house smells like it. Cause unlike most people, I will smoke my cigars in my house. It's my home and I will do what the fuck I want.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But they love the smell of cigars. They love pipe tobacco, but I'm not a big pipe tobacco guy. It's funny thinking of that where TJ is a big pipe tobacco guy. There's a guy that he hooks me up with cigars every now and then on the job. And he also deals in pipe tobacco as well. He actually had some of that Toby, whatever it is, the Lord of the Rings one that TJ likes so much.
Oh, the one I got him as a gift.
Yeah.
Blows by the Sea. Yeah, it's 1 second breakfast in Old Toby.
Old Toby, that was the one. He actually had some of that shit because he had it in a bag and it said Old Toby, Lord of the Rings. And I was like, oh shit. And that reminded me of, where you'd given that to TJ. That it's like, obviously it's a fairly popular combination of whatever, because, we even have it here in Salt Lake because this guy had some, because he was asking me, hey, do you like pipe tobaccos? I'll give you some of that. And I'm like, yeah, actually, that's not my thing. Cigars. Yeah. Hand them off, dude. Whatever you got, I'll take it. Because he's pretty good at his cigar game. So, but he had Old Toby.
Cool. And just if Doc is still in the house, Doc, you still in the house? If you're still in the chat, I know you've been tagging me a lot. anyone tagging me or sending me tweets, wondering why Masculine Geek has not responded. I am on a 7-day suspension over a reply to one of the tweets that my friends had tweeted out. Yeah, Doc, I'm not ignoring you. I'm not ignoring anybody. I can't respond. I can direct message people, and I can talk in direct message. I cannot retweet, make comment, nothing, because I had 3 words all mashed together in one reply that was really not directed at anybody. It was just like a general comment. So the word fucking, attention whore, and retarded. Apparently, the Twitter algorithms do not like that in that specific combination. And because this is my second suspension, I got the week long. So I'm down to day 5, I think. So yes, thinking about dumping Twitter altogether. I like being told what to do. Twitter can go fuck itself. So anyway, but yeah. I just bought a pipe. It's sort of a Gandalf pipe. I gotta get some good tobacco. But right now my go-to is cigars. In fact, I had one earlier today, lunchtime.
There you have it.
Arturo Fuente. Yep.
The beer breath thing puts an interesting... The idea that beer is the most erotic scent that you can have on yourself puts an interesting discussion.
I'm not refuting the science that Rob is throwing at us. I'm sure it has something to merit to it. But I'm going to, anecdotally speaking, especially, I guess it depends on when the beer is being pushed into a woman's face, because stale beer breath is not something to get erotic over.
Well, this is the
thing.
This is the thing, my guy. That puts an interesting spin on the question of, have you been drinking?
Exactly.
If it's an erotic scent, and the question is, have you been drinking? See, there it is. There, you did go good one.
That's right.
If the question is,
the big brown dick,
have you been the big brown dick? Have you been drinking? Is that then turns that into a question of, been talking to anybody else? Which is a different light to look at it in. And in some sense, is a positive light.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. If you're thinking about trying cigars or a pipe, I would say go ahead and give it a shot. There's something very meditative. I was talking recently with one of my neighbors about this, cigars, and it takes a long time to smoke a pipe, and for the most part, smoke a cigar. It's meditative. You take your time, you have your drink, you sit back, you relax. You ever look at a cigarette smoker? They're all furtive and they look miserable doing what they're doing. Like they're feeding that addiction. That's all they're doing. They're just feeding that addiction. They're all huddled, smoking, like just sucking that shit down into their lungs, and they just look miserable and unhappy. But you ever in the company of a pipe smoker or a tobacco pipe smoker or a cigar smoker? We're relaxed. We're chill. We have things in control. We're confident. We walk around like we own. It's social. We walk around like we own the place.
Well, and there's a ritual to it.
It's definitely a ritual. And if you're by yourself, the way you're lighting it. If you're toasting it, you keep that burn line going. You want to make sure the fire, as it were, doesn't go out. There's a whole host of ritualistic things that go into pipe smoking and cigar smoking. And Rob is demonstrating. See how his body is relaxed. He's very languidly pushing the smoke out. He's holding the cigar the way he wants. Not like Aaron Clary. There you go.
Well, his way is.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That's what she said, McDivus. Thankfully, my cellar is deep.
Oh, see, I was totally looking at the message about that.
Yeah. Pipe tobacco has been getting crazy expensive.
Pipe tobacco has been getting crazy expensive, though. FDA regulations are wreaking havoc.
They were wreaking havoc on cigars as well.
Yep.
They were supposed to put some regulations that luckily didn't go through last year.
You have to say this,
as
my
far as
answer.
well, as far as like the labels, like these standard, then when they make these standardized labels, that would basically almost ruin the cigar industry. Fucking stupid. We need less government, not more, in all aspects of our
we are
lives.
going into a new puritanical age. That's the
Yeah,
direction we're going.
you're not kidding.
Yep. All your vices, all of your sins are going to get a lot more expensive going forward.
Well, yeah, they already are. Speaking of expensive, what is that? One of the cigars that Chess got you?
No, this is actually one of the ones that that guy I was just mentioning that it's one of the jobs I go to. He has them in his building. This is actually, I wouldn't buy it, but that's because of personal reasons. But this is actually a Carl Malone brand. Comes out of the Dominican Republic. I mean, it's a great cigar. You had one, Vince, when you came out here for the Village by the Lake. I gave you one.
Oh, okay. I remember that now.
It's Carl Malone.
That wasn't bad.
No, it's a very nice cigar. I wouldn't buy one because I have a personal beef with Carl Malone. But otherwise, it's a great cigar. And as long as he wants to give them to me, I'll fucking smoke them. But I won't buy one just because I'm not going to put money in Carl Malone's pockets. So fuck him. But he does have a good cigar.
Cool. Pardon me for a moment. I'm in Masculine Geek Life responding to one of the forum posts.
Nice.
Yeah. If you guys don't, if you're not into it, get over to Masculine Geek Life.
You should be engaging our Masculine Geek.life subscriptions for access to some of the wonderful. I mean, we had a fantastic, basically a bonus episode this past Saturday. Jesus, it was a blast.
Yeah. You guys have to get over. If you guys, the people who have subscribed, you gentlemen who have subscribed, get over and get to the latest Saturday morning cartoon hour, number 4. Yeah,
we should do a few more of those. We should do more of those, provided we have the opportunity and everything is, it's a holiday season and folks are busy. But
yeah, I want to keep. Oh, absolutely, I want to keep them down to an hour because it's nice for us because we can give value back to everybody. And when you're listening, you're not taking it's not a huge time commitment to sit there and listen. And if you want, you could throw them all on your player and go ahead.
Your podcast, whatever
podcast
app
player.
you like to use. Yeah,
and just have them all one after the other. But you're right, James. It was fun. Those are all good, always good. So, what time we at? We're at the 1 hour and 31 minute mark. That was quick.
Yeah, it went by pretty fast. So,
oh shit, is it? Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's already 10:37 over here in New Jersey.
Hey, okay. Okay. Hey, I wanna kind of where we've been kind of on a high note so far, so to speak, pun intended. But you guys, I want to start with you, Vince and James, but I also want this to go out to the guys in the chat as well. Since this is the Thanksgiving Eve episode, what are you thankful for? Vince, what are you thankful for?
I'm just thankful that I'm 50 years old and I'm still fucking breathing. Okay. I'm thankful for the friends and certain special women in my life that I have. I'm thankful for, once again, being alive. I'm thankful for the roof over my head, the modest means that I get to keep it with. I'm thankful for all the people I've met. I'm thankful for everyone in the chat. Masculine Geek Life subscribers, all the people that I've met through Masculine Geek, I'm very, very thankful for.
James, what about you? What are you thankful for?
Goodness, I'm thankful for my IRL group of friends who have been there for the past 5 years for me. And giving me a semblance of normalcy. I'm happy for everybody that I've met here because obviously I get the opportunity again. It's that sense of normalcy of you're not crazy. You're in a world full of animals. And, if you start thinking like the animals do, you'll start thinking that your internal processes are crazy. But that's not the case. It's just that you're surrounded by, it's easy to get washed away.
Very
crazy. And all the social.
Very easy to get caught up.
Exactly. And I'm happy that I didn't get caught up. My social media experience is fantastic. I should post about Gundam and fantasy games all day when I'm not in the middle of designing or whatever. And it's between all that and between the fact that, this Saturday I just get to relax. I just get to go out with a girl and have a nice time. It's good.
You get to look at some live tits.
Exactly.
Always thankful for boobies. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That are going to be two to 3 feet away. The high proximity, the very close proximity of the tits.
Proximate boobs.
That's right. Close proximity. Close proximity pussy.
That's right. Guys in the chat, I want to see some of what you're thankful for. I'd like to see, what you guys, you don't have to write a paragraph, just, a couple of words, a sentence. But what are you thankful for?
Make sure they sound nice too, because I'll be narrating them.
Yes, James is gonna read off every one. So
it's like when I did my Thanksgiving post I put up on my blog. I'm thankful for you, Vince, for you, James. I'm thankful for the show. I'm thankful for, to meeting all of the guys I've met, especially in real life.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a blessing in that sense. I'm thankful for my cigar. Something as simple as that, a good smoke.
Yeah, I'm definitely thankful for meeting you, Rob, and you, James, and obviously TJ's not here, but if you listen to all three of you guys, and Aaron Clary, that son of a bitch.
Yeah, that fucker. You bet.
That piece of shit. Exactly. Who was supposed to come on the show and who called me.
He made such a big to-do about it.
He did. He called me yesterday. I'm like, I had to put the voicemail. I was busy. I was already on another call. And he calls me again, and I'm in the middle of getting my food. I'm out of the restaurant. Like, all right, man, pay the bill. I'm like, all right, hey, Aaron, what's up? And he's like, we're talking about the podcast and a future podcast. He's like, yeah. And D&D, that's next week, right? Yes, Aaron. Same time it always is, Aaron. Every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, same time. And then you're podcasting tonight, right? Yes, it's Wednesday, Aaron. Yeah. You could come on. We're doing a Thanksgiving Eve special. You can come on the show. Bupkis.
You watch that son of a bitch show up at 5 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, I'm here.
He'll listen to this later. Aaron, you son of a bitch. Oh my God. All right, so James,
Bacon's,
go ahead.
Yeah, read Bacon's.
Let me throw it up.
Let's see here.
There you go. That's up.
Bacon comments says, I have a lot to be thankful for. The incident leading to me getting a much better apartment and neighbors, a different company, and ending the old one literally at number 1. Unlimited data to listen to y'all. Thank you.
Word. Thank you, Bacon.
That's very sweet, man.
And the rest of you got what? Did you suddenly learn, like, not know how to cogitate a thought and type?
I bet they're typing, and they want to make sure that they're not embarrassed by it because I think they don't want to sound.
They're editing it furiously.
Listen, guys,
if we could see
you could be a little sappy.
Like an iPhone, if you could see like the person typing, we probably see that right now, like these long types and then reverses and types. And
then at the very end of it, you just see K.
Yeah, just not okay. I fucking can't stand that.
The letter K.
Yeah,
K.
like come on, you fucking lazy prick.
No. There's intention behind just using.
Oh, it's dismissive, is what it is.
It's absolutely. Yeah. It's a great way to deal with trolls.
Yep.
Someone writes you a paragraph, you write K.
I saw a meme today. It was the what was it? It was a school bus moving in front of a train. And it's one of those object labeling memes where they put, a term or concept on a given object, usually one that's in opposition to another. On the train, on the school bus, it says the worst she could say is no. And then the next panel is the train hitting the school bus, and it says, ooh. Ew is the most, it's the worst thing I could possibly hear.
All right, Mictobus has something for you to read.
Mictobus says, I got nothing. This year has been a shit show. Well, it's been a shit show for everybody, but I feel especially bad for the people who had a shit showy year.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh,
Rob, you called it.
Who's this
crap? You fucking called it. You huge
I did.
Fucking
the only thing
dickhead.
I was off by 15 minutes.
We're like Rob's like Aaron's gonna show up 10 minutes before we end.
I was busy playing Call of Duty.
Oh, okay.
Which is a real geek.
Apparently, that's what Aaron's grateful for. He's
I was just saying, Aaron, what are you grateful for?
I had something I was grateful for, and I was sincere about it. And it was something that you would know. Oh, that's what it was. Let us think about the billions, literally the tens, if not maybe 150 billion by some estimates of how many humans have existed in the history of human history. How many people have died in human history before 1988?
Everyone.
Yeah, like the vast majority. Now think about. Now I'm being deadly serious about this. As bad as you think your life might be, at least you got to see Die Hard.
That's true. And I have a serious question for you, Aaron.
Yeah.
Did you cut your own fucking hair?
No. Did you have to? I just haven't put it together. Say $15, you asshole.
You look like an escaped mental patient.
You know, I don't need to hear anything from you three. Out of all the high knockers in the world, you three schmoes, like you make the Three Stooges look like fucking PhDs in physics. Okay. So
I want to be curly.
That's right.
Anyway, no, I just haven't. It's been. Hey, speaking of writing, I'm sick, right? And I took some time off. Okay. And like the best time to write is when you're sick because you have no other obligations. It's not like you have to work out. It's not like you got to go anywhere. And I have banged out, I wouldn't say it's record time, but it's damn near close. Like I have really, I'm like 2 paragraphs away from finishing my book.
Oh, cool.
And I was able to finish it.
I read the first chapter. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Thank you. And so I think I banged this out in under 3 weeks.
The only thing you banged this week, huh?
I made me busy writing, and I couldn't get around to fapping.
I banged out these words. That's about it.
No, your mom's in the other room. I'm gonna bang. Good thing I got like a truckload of Viagra, because that's the only way anyone would fuck your mom. So.
I got a serious question for you.
Yes, Robert.
Without giving away too much of the hype or the secret sauce, what is this book you're writing that you're almost done with? What's it about?
I've been public about it. It's called The Book of Numbers, Analyzing the ROI of the Pursuit of Women.
Oh.
And I don't know. Maybe I never told you about this, Rob.
No, you never told me about it.
Vincent and James, but yeah, I hired an actuary to go over the numbers. This is a serious, full-on economic analysis.
It's no joke, yeah.
Yeah, it's no joke. I mean, like the numbers. Now, I admit up front, there are, as with any statistical study, there's drawbacks and things that I would like, and I even have a wish list. So, because every feminist actuary statistician chick who got passed with her C- in affirmative action. Like, oh yeah, you're a statistician. They're going to want to, and it's like, okay, here's my wish list of data. And when you get this data, please give it to me because it would improve the model that I got. But this model is pretty freaking tight. I'm always open for recommendations, or there was a big flaw or an error you had, but these numbers not only are shocking, but yet not shocking at the same time because we've all lived through it. But when you compare them to real world, what do you estimate, Rob? How many times you've been stood up? And you'd say about 70%. Wow. 70% is about the market rate. So this is frankly, some of my finest economic work, bar maybe the housing crisis, but applied to what is the largest economic pursuit called men chasing women. And so that's what's going to come out, and it's good. It's real good. I don't know if people are going to like it, but I'm proud of the work.
You should be.
Nice.
That's
It
exciting.
sounds-
That's
it
what
sounds-
the survey was about.
So what
With,
is the title? Have you got a title?
The
Yeah.
book of Numbers,
The book
you know,
of
like
Numbers.
a play off of the Bible
Yeah.
book, and then the subtitle is Analyzing the ROI of the Pursuit of Women.
Nice.
Yep.
That I'm actually very interested in that. I want
You'll-
to check that out when it comes out.
You'll love it because, you know, the more and more I thought about it, the only fucking reason we're talking right now is because we wanted pussy. Or some other men in the past wanted pussy. And
True.
without pursuing women, nothing would fucking exist. And when I looked at economic data, like at least 75% of real GDP, I'm not talking your social worker who like takes care of some other woman's child who was too busy being a social worker taking care of a, like when you wipe out all that crap and you look at like who produces the shit in the world, frankly, we're still like 75% men, and nearly all the economic technological advancements has been men. You take away pussy, and by pussy, I mean nice quality women that make us want to work hard and settle down. You're just stalling the economic engine. You're depriving it of fuel. And so there is huge economic ramifications aside from the cute. Oh, look at the numbers. Aren't those? Oh, ho, ho. It's funny. I know because I was there. It's like, holy shit. If women don't get thin, you ain't going to see no fucking GDP growth. And you're all going to make money printer go burr. That's the real world economic translation.
I love it.
I can directly connect women's
I think
obesity
you're right.
to money printer go burr. I can literally connect that.
Nice. Do you do that in the book? The obesity versus money go burr? Do you actually fucking do
not
that?
maybe quite directly that, but I do make a very
You
clear,
should.
Well,
Funny.
well, I know this may sound funny. I'm trying to make it appealable to all audiences. Like even women could read this and not get too terribly offended, but they're all offended anyway. So I didn't want to like, hey, you fat bitch, stop making the money printer go burr.
Stop bringing the moon closer to the earth. We have
There you
enough
go.
issues as is.
James, we have another thing, a thankful thing I just threw up on the banner.
What we got for thankful?
Oh dear. All right. Daryl Schnell says, I'm suddenly thankful for the shit show we're about to see. Oh, and for not dying in the woods. Because I'm too stupid to stay hydrated. Man, take a water bottle.
That's right.
Is this that chick that got lost in Zion, or is this something else?
What?
Remember
I
that
think this is something else.
the drama queen, the single mom that got lost in Zion for 2 weeks and magically survived without water?
No.
All right. At least Rob got the joke about Janice being buried in a shallow grave. He got that. He got it.
Yep. Light. Not
So
light.
how was this show? What you guys got going on? Did you guys do a show today? What?
We did. We're not telling you because you refused to show up.
We're
We're not
gonna
giving you a
have to-
rundown.
Give me
You're
the
gonna
brief.
have to watch a replay.
We talked about cigars and
Booze.
smells and
Lots of
booze and women.
It's
and
right up your alley,
Yeah.
actually, Aaron. So
Well,
cigars
I don't
and booze.
You have to go
I
back.
don't have
and,
to listen. I guess
yeah,
I'm
you have to go.
expert.
You just got to go back and listen later.
Tell me,
It was
did
good. It
James
was good.
uses James' voice in the James hour?
He did. Yes.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, did you get my text? I uploaded
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I got that shit.
We got it. Yeah, don't worry. Like I got so much other shit going on. We don't have to worry about it.
No, I just want to make sure that it's there. It's there. Right?
It's
I
there.
didn't
No,
screw the info.
Yeah, I'll tune it in. Yeah, but you're in no rush, right? You have other things to do. If you
Oh yeah, we're still there. I got 30 days left on the Kickstarter that I just started up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this is like total back burner. This is like
Aaron,
Vince's
you're in a-
sex life. It's not going to happen.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Aaron, you're in a new location, aren't you? As far as like you're back in your apartment, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the same place.
The interesting thing is that fucking blue rubber band has gone
Right
with
there.
you everywhere.
Right there.
Yeah.
I know it's.
Yeah.
And you know what? The more people keep talking about them, I will keep this
I
rubber.
was gonna
I
say,
will
you keep that on there till
remelt
it
it.
rots.
I will remelt it and forge it into a new rubber band just because some people got to get pissed. What do you have against the rubber band, Vince?
I don't. I'm observing it. It's funny. I like rubber bands, but for different reasons, and I can tell you what you can use them for. So
it's like a condom. You know, this is too loose on my dick, so I need a little bit of tightening.
So you're telling us to use rubber bands on the base of your dick.
Rubber bands on the base of the dick. Rubber bands on the base of the microphone. Right.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, now we know
why
what
do
Aaron
I have
does.
to? Why do I have to give you these one-on-one lessons about podcasting?
You weren't playing Call of Duty, were you?
I was playing Call of Duty right there. Right there.
The microphone, a cephalic symbol of.
So here's the fun thing that nobody's mentioning, so I'll bring it up. Aaron has a Blue Yeti. That's the microphone. So do I.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Aaron has the blue dick rubber band going on his microphone.
Right there.
I do not. Okay. That's because I spent the extra 99 cents and bought a fucking condom that fits.
There you go.
And that 99 cents prorated at 8.64%, inflation adjusted in the S&P 500 would have resulted in $1,200.
Aaron bought that microphone on payments. He's still paying it off.
Off of eBay, nonetheless.
Right.
The Affirm loan service decided that I could eat.
Honest to God, you talk about
Aaron put out a request. Hey, anyone got a used Blue Yeti I can buy off your real
send rubber bands.
You know, here you guys all claim to be masculine geeks. I jerry-rigged this, you know, like I do. This is real American masculine stuff. This is making making do with what you got.
It's a total minimalistic move. I love it. And
it's a Spirit Airlines microphone.
You can't see it on the other side, but it actually broke one time, and I'm not joking because, like, you guys aren't the only ones.
Back together?
I tied it back together just to keep this fucking thing on. Just to piss off that one guy who's really good. Hey,
apparently there's only one rubber band in the Clary household.
Right.
Well,
it's somebody uses around his dick.
You know, 2 cents is 2 cents. Hey, remember that time you guys did an entire segment in a podcast about a guy's broken blue rubber band that he tied behind it? Those are good times.
We get good ratings.
It's great ratings right there.
You hear that sound, ladies and gentlemen? I hear Aaron Clary rubbing 2 pennies together.
That's right.
As long as they're copper, pre-1982.
Absolutely.
Hey, out of curiosity, while we're on the topic of geekery, because this is the Geek Show, right?
It is, yes.
You guys ever collect coins? Any of you guys into collecting coins?
Yes, I have a tragic story about that.
How can it be tragic?
I accidentally threw them out. Yeah, thousands upon thousands of dollars. Yeah.
Well, how?
Thanks for reminding him, Aaron.
Yeah, you fucking dickhead.
How did you? Like, I could see your mom. Moms are dumb. They'll throw like, yeah, what's this like Babe Ruth signed autograph thing?
I had in the box that I had it in. I was bringing stuff out of storage and going through storage. I'm like, oh, here's my because I have a storage unit that's it's air conditioned. Everything it's climate controlled.
Oh, air conditioned.
He got done watching this course on minimalism from some guy,
and he's like, you got to get rid of shit. And I was getting rid of shit, and the box that I had full of stuff to get rid of, I forgot, still had the coins in the box.
So did you donate it or you throw it away?
No, it went in a landfill, Aaron.
Oh.
Trust me, I still wake up screaming to this day, and it's been like 6 or 7 months.
Thanks
for the reminder, any good stuff? Like, did you have like a double die 55? What'd you have?
I had quite a few silver dollars from varying years, stuff that I got back when I was a kid. I can't. If I talk about it anymore, I'm going to weep. I'm so pissed.
I believe
I'm
you.
so pissed.
I would like to make the joke about how it's funny to me because it's suffering you, but this is suffering me.
This is true.
No, I can't even. I feel horrible for you. That's horrible.
It's so bad.
All the buffalo nickels I had.
Yeah, all the silver.
All the silver dollars from fuck.
Just the collection, like when you go as a kid with the little thing and you'd look.
I had my magnifying glass. I had the little slots for the years. Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyway, you could like go back and mathematic. Like they did that like in Forensic Files one time. They said, they dug the dirt over here. And I guess now it's probably under 10 feet of trash.
Yeah, as somebody, hopefully someone hundreds of years from now digs it up and goes, "Oh, look at this find," and then their life is better for it. So there you go. I'm clinging to that.
Yeah. Well, you remember when they dug up the old ET video games?
Yeah.
Over in Alamogordo, New Mexico.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you figure that out before they did, though?
I figured it out before they did and I was going to go over there and then, this was 15, 16 years ago where I was an idiot. Unlike today,
not much.
I'm like, I just grab a shovel and start digging in the landfill, looking for stuff that was buried at that time, 32 years ago. And what they did is they found out, like, they track where different dumps were made at different times. They said, we think it's about, here on the 2-dimensional plane, it's here and down about 50 feet. And they dug it up and they found it. And the guy who programmed
go back and do that.
Yeah, there's an interesting documentary about it because the guy who programmed it, I guess he wasn't retired in shame, but because it was a rush job. If you remember the ET game, it was
horrible.
Flawed. It was bugged.
Very
and they were like, we got to rush this out. We got to get it out there. And this is what prompted Nintendo to put the NES seal of quality. Whereas like, we're not rushing anything on. Nintendo's maintained that reputation thus far. But that was a what would I say, pivotal or a groundbreaking moment in the video game industry because it tanked Atari. It spurred or not spurned, but spurred Nintendo to put a seal quality. And this guy got like shamed, for lack of a better word, within the programming community because of the shit job. He was like up 72 hours trying to program this thing. And so when they dug it out, he was there and he was crying because of the memories it brought. But total props to him. But no, it's an interesting documentary to watch.
Were the games worth anything as far as like a historical value?
I don't know. Let me see if there's an internet ET Atari game for sale. I guess $8. Oh wait, no. $74.
74.
This one says $6. Hang on, let's take a look at Amazon.
Like the original. I mean, that could be
original.
A replica.
No, the original. I guess it's only like. Well, keep in mind they made millions of these things. That's why they buried them.
That's true too.
Yeah, it looks like you can pick it up for $5. Pitfall for $9.
I like Pitfall. That was fun.
Raiders of the Lost Ark for $3.30.
I never played that one.
It's all right. Centipede 12. God almighty. These are cheaper when you adjust for inflation.
All this shit on emulators too.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah, but I mean, if you wanted to go and recreate your Atari collection, you could probably do it for a lot cheaper. Atari.
Yeah, there's a website where you can get it's called Retro Gaming something or other, where you can get 2,600 consoles at.
Yep. Interesting. You ever see the book out there for the artwork of the Atari 2600 games?
I know of it by reputation, but I haven't gone through it now.
I'm thinking about getting that because I remember as a kid, you'd be more fascinated with the artwork as well. Let's admit the graphics were shit, but that was
the artwork.
Packaging.
Packaging was great.
Yeah.
Like the packaging, the Defender.
Or Missile Command.
Missile Command, yeah.
Yeah.
James, any of this ringing a bell to you?
That's before my time.
No, I know Asteroids is probably the earliest.
And Hemorrhoids. Yes.
All right. When your balls drop, I'll tell you the great story of the Atari 2600. I just got to pick on James because TJ ain't here, you know.
It's I mean, listen, these are the
you were lighting them up in the DMs.
What DMs? I didn't even DM today.
What are you talking about? Yeah, you were.
What, on Twitter?
The Twitter DM? Yeah, you were.
Oh, early today?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like in the discussion room. Oh,
no,
maybe I was. I don't know. Did I say something
how much did you? We're talking about the. Gee,
Look,
go back and look at it.
Let me explain something to you, Vince. I'm a very important,
Important person.
super big podcasting, YouTubing
So
author
much
guy.
so much so.
I do not have time to know what I did earlier
You had
today.
time to play Call of Duty.
I know I did that, but that was like only 40 minutes ago. But I am a very important, busy author internet person, and by
Yes.
God, I don't have time to remember
You
what
look
I
like
tweeted.
Billy
to
Bob
James.
Thornton from
Keep
fucking
telling
Sling.
yourself that enough. Maybe one day you'll believe it.
He looks like Billy Bob Thornton from Sling Blade. French fried potatoes.
I've never seen that movie. Is that the
have
one
to
with
see that.
Angelina Jolie?
No, she's not.
Oh.
Thankfully, not. She's not in it. Now, Billy Bob Thornton plays Carl Childers, a mentally challenged retard that gets a second chance at life and
These
kind of
are very
helps out
nice
some people.
These are nice, comfortable pajamas. They're
It looks
they're
like
comfy.
pajama top.
They are
Yeah.
pajamas. Yeah, like my grandpa probably had these good.
Do you do the whole like 1950s like Leave It to Beaver dad? You did
With
pajama
the hat?
pants and bottoms and the
I
cap.
got the
and-
pants. Check it out. Yeah.
oh Christ!
Yeah.
Nice. You gonna have some milk and cookies later too?
I need the Yogi Bear sleeping cap.
You do, yeah, with the little ball on the
hibernate.
end
You
of
get
it.
that sleeping, yeah, with the ball at the end of it.
You gonna put a rubber band on that too?
No, I'm out of. This is the only rubber band I got. Now, if you would like to donate to the Aaron Clay Rubber Band Fund, you could go
We
to
should do it,
assholeconsulting.com/make-a-payment, and then
Yep.
you can go ahead. But no, I got the Santa Claus hat with the white.
Do you have one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It snowed here like early October, like 4 inches, and I was half tempted
What?
to grab that and put it. Yeah, in Minnesota we get snow that early,
Oh shit.
but that's pretty early. But as like a big general fuck you to Minnesotans and Minnesota weather, I was thinking about grabbing it, but I can't find it. I don't know. It's probably in my box, which I will not throw away.
Hey, don't throw it away. Be careful.
Will not throw away boxes. No.
Do not throw away your coin collection by mistake and then weep for days after.
Good.
Yes. Yeah. And someone
That's all I
has
got.
something to say to you.
It's super important. Oh, the guy looks fresh out of the shower there. One thing about Rona, people know how to spell hygiene, and a select few know how to do it. Look, right here. Okay, right here. Let me.
Yes.
I took a shower earlier today.
Well, thank God for that.
Yeah, I'm not. I just look. You know what's great, Vince? You're almost, and Rob's almost there. James has a long time. Do you know how close we are to just being the old man who don't have to give a shit no more?
We already
Like
don't give
we
a
could
shit.
just.
Oh fuck! I was there 5 years ago.
Okay, well, right. So, but you know, Rob, you actually kind of look presentable. You got like a nice shirt and you're kept and all that. But I'm waiting till I can just be. Who was the guy who was an author in the Key West?
Hemingway.
George
Hemingway.
Bruno.
No.
Well, Hemingway lived in Key West for several years.
Right. I want to be him, where I just show up drunk and slovenly all
He
the
never
time.
showed up drunk.
What? Hemingway?
He drank, but he didn't show up drunk.
No, okay. On his way to the bar, he'd get there, but I'm sure he wasn't wearing a nice suit and tuxedo
No,
when he went to Captain
he-
Tony's.
Captain Tony, Sloppy
That's
Joe's.
the-
I mean,
No, it's Captain Tony's now. Sloppy Joe's is the new one. The original one where he actually went is now called Captain Tony's.
oh, okay.
Sloppy Joe's has moved over there. And the only reason I know that is I finished one of my books at Captain Tony's where Ernest Hemingway finished or, went and drank. The only problem is I forgot what author was there. And I'm just like, there's some author that finished was here. And so I finished it at that. And I later looked it up. And I'm like, oh, it's Ernest Hemingway.
Mhm.
And you know how many books I've read of Ernest Hemingway?
None.
None. I don't even know what the fuck he wrote. So
Dude, you don't even know how to read. So what the hell?
You
I know.
I know it's very difficult for you. You got your wife to read for you.
right. The
Yes.
pop-up pictures and she
Now,
shows
where are my cookies?
where am I? Hey, she just made some.
You said that 2 weeks ago on a phone call. You're like, oh, I think I'll
but I
send you
ate them
some.
all. I
You
was supposed
fucking
to send
cock.
you some, but I ate them all.
There was
Oh,
there was a Vince had some of her cookies recently.
Yeah.
I had one, which you helped me, James.
Yeah,
because he was gonna
half a
fuck
cookie,
me
half-
over. We had to split a cookie.
You know what I should do, just to piss you guys off? I should mail them to Rob, and then Rob be like, he's a great cookie. Yeah, you can like open them up on the next side.
What are you eating, Aaron's cookies?
Yeah, cookies.
No, what you should do, Rob, is flush them down the toilet and video it.
He wouldn't. Why would he pass up on great cookies like that?
As long
Piss
as
you
they're
off.
chocolate-
He could invent some excuse. I have confidence in Rob. It's like, no, I'm going keto this week. I'm just going to frisbee these into the toilet. I'm going to see how far away from the toilet I can stand.
I'm gonna see if these fucking float.
They're good. They're good
And
for
then
lowering
piss on 'em.
cholesterol.
Yeah.
They're good for lowering cholesterol. They got oatmeal in them. They're good for you.
They are good. They got
Yeah.
a little bit of chocolate. Yeah.
All right, I gotta go to bed.
Well, you're already halfway there with the pajamas and shit.
Yeah, no, dude, I've been writing, dude. I haven't gotten out of my pajamas. Today I think I've been in regular clothes maybe 4 hours today.
Oh, was that during the nap?
No, it's when you're sick. It's great because you just stay in your pajamas and you write, and then maybe you get dressed up.
I agree. I completely agree. Now, what are your symptoms? You have the Rona,
I had like snow,
snow coming out with the
not
cocaine.
snow. What do they call it? A runny nose.
Oh.
I had a cough last night. I was
Mhm.
coughing a lot. I had basically just cold symptoms.
Gotcha.
Truthfully, it could be the coronavirus. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either.
Look, I'm alive. Oh, I'm not an obese, fat bitch American woman. Like, no, I'm old.
I made it.
Huh?
Yep.
I made it.
So the fact that I avoided type 2 diabetes because I'm not a fuckwit, I'm not terribly worried about it. So
No, you're fine. You're fine.
yeah, I'm fine. I'm pretty
Cool.
sure it was because it was like, are you supposed to have like a tightness in your
You get a tightness in your chest. You'll also
Okay.
have
Headache?
You'll have a headache, and you'll have no
Okay.
taste whatsoever.
I had no taste for a day.
Okay.
Like, so maybe I did have it.
You had the Rona for about 10 minutes,
Like everybody else, except for
Pretty-
the old, frail, fat people.
which were going to die. Which were going to die in 10 minutes anyway.
Gonna
So
die- right, exactly.
they had one foot in a grave and one on a banana peel anyway. So
You can't
know what's-
prove that they weren't going to die 10 minutes later anyway.
Okay, all right. I'd like to see the flu deaths when they finally tally them up this year. It'll be a very interesting CDC report when it comes out.
yeah, right. Seriously.
Oh, they're going to be low, man, because I think that they're going to take these statistics and basically displace flu and pneumonia.
Yeah.
They are going to lie about both.
Mm.
I think they will include, they'll say, oh, this was corona and it was the flu and it was pneumonia. And they're going to say, look at all these extra. And then if you were to ever tally up the death certificates, it's like, hey, why are there 3 times the amount of reported deaths in the CDC than what there is actual deaths in the United States? But
Exactly, because they fucking lied yet again.
I don't care. I
Yeah.
don't care because I'm not going to. All right, I got to go. Thanks for having me on, guys.
And you'll be on next Wednesday for the D&D game.
Right, I will. So,
Yep.
all right. And
All
we'll
right,
see you
go
guys
Fab.
later. All right, see you.
Please.
Fucking cock.
And with that, we probably ought to wrap it up too.
We are going to wrap it up. We're now at the 2 hour and 5 minute mark and counting. So, without further ado, Rob, where can everyone find you?
RobSays.net.
James, how about yourself?
Find me at Asher Creativity on Twitter and AsherCreativity.com. I'll have a few more posts on there this week. I took a little break from writing on it, but
There you
going
go.
back up.
You can find me. I'm not writing so much on masculinegeek.com, although that is our flagship site. I'm going to be doing most of my writing and posting of various pictures and essays and stuff on masculinegeek.life, our subscription site. Get your asses over there. Join. You will not regret it. Several of the people in the chat, the men in the chat, are members, proud members, and have been for quite some time. So, everyone, I want you to enjoy your Thanksgiving meals. Enjoy if you have off on Friday, enjoy your 4-day weekends. That's what I have.
5 day.
5 day for Rob. Fuck you. So 5 day for Rob, 4 day for us. I'm going to get some serious writing done, some serious drinking done, and that's how it's going to be. So until next time, keep the fires burning, keep the home fires burning, keep the lead flying down range. Do not take any wood nickels, and we'll talk to you soon.
Make sure you keep your coin collection.
Keep your coin collection and keep your rubber band firmly around the base of your microphone.